Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, November the 19th. Now, we got 9 games on this Wednesday slate, so decent sized slate, guys. We've got some early player props I like for tonight. Taking a first look at the board on Tuesday night. Right now we have props up for 7 of the 9 games, so we've got a good amount available. I got 3 picks we're going to share and break down in this video, and as always, we're going to give some information, some analysis behind why I like these plays. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below if you enjoyed these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play $5. You'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. And then also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. As well, you'll get a free $20 entry. So this is a new promotion that Sleeper is doing, free $20 entry. You get that, no deposit required. So this is going to be a way for you to try out the Sleeper app without even having to put any money in. So it's really it's a win-win for you guys. It's, obviously Sleeper's taking kind of a loss here, giving you guys an opportunity to win money without even having to put any money in. So check them out, definitely while they're doing this promotion, while they are doing it. I don't know how long they're going to do it, but while they are, I want to promote it to you guys because I think it's a good way, to try out the Sleeper app, have a chance to win some money without even having to put any money in. And if you do decide to make a deposit, you still get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up with that code NOAH. So definitely go check out Sleeper, guys, if you don't have an account over there yet. But let's talk about some Prizepicks plays for this slate on Wednesday night. Now, before we talk through these plays, I do want to recap our plays from Tuesday night's video before we talk through today's plays. So we gave out 2 picks on Tuesday night. It was a little bit of a smaller slate, gave out 2 picks. Not looking like a great night for us, sadly. We took Cam Spencer over 3.5 assists. That play lost by the hook. Spencer finished with 3 assists. He played a good amount of minutes off the bench, but he was scoring a ton. I think he had 15 points, only 3 assists though. Thought the role was going to be pretty good without John Morant. He's been pretty good, facilitating wise without John Morant this year, but only 3 assists on Tuesday night. Needed 1 more from him. And then we took Ace Bailey over points plus rebounds. And right now, at the time I'm recording this video, it's halftime of the Jazz-Lakers game. Ace Bailey has 4 points, no rebounds at halftime. Really like that play on Ace Bailey. That line actually got bumped up from 13.5 that I took it at to 15.5, literally as soon as I posted my video. So got some good value on that prop, but not looking like a great start for Ace Bailey. Doesn't matter anyway since Spencer, that prop didn't hit on Cam Spencer. So going to take a loss on Tuesday night, but let's see if we can bounce back here, get back at it for this Wednesday slate. So talking through the props that I like for Wednesday, first one's going to be an assist prop. So we're going to look at this Rockets-Cavs game, and I like Amen Thompson for more than 4.5 assists. So Amen Thompson's taken on a bigger ball handling role this year in the absence of Fred VanVleet. Obviously, Fred VanVleet's not playing. I'm pretty sure he's out for the whole season. I think he's got an ACL injury. And without Fred VanVleet, we're seeing Amen take on a bigger ball handling role, averaging over 10 potential assists per game this year, which is second most on the team, averaging 10.7 potential assists. Alperen Sengun's leading the team with 12 potential assists per game. So the 2 guys that have been doing a lot of the facilitating this year have been Sengun and Amen Thompson. KD, he's third on the team in potential assists. He's at 7.2 per game, but it's, the 2 guys with over double-digit potential assists per game are Amen and Sengun. And if you look at last year without Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson was really good, facilitating-wise. He played 18 games without Fred VanVleet last year, went over this assist prop in 13 out of those 18 games. Now, so far this season, he's only over this assist prop in 7 out of 12 games. But if you numb it down, and if you look at the games where he's played at least 35 minutes, he's over this line in 5 out of 8 games. And Amen Thompson's a guy that typically plays really big minutes. So far this season, he's averaging over 35.5 minutes per game. And this is a game against the Cavs that should be a competitive game. It's got a 1.5 point spread. So this is a spot where I think we can project Amin Thompson for big minutes, 35, 36 plus minutes, maybe even closer to 40 minutes. We saw in their last game against the Magic, which was competitive. Amin Thompson played 39 minutes in that game. They had a competitive game against Milwaukee. He played 37 minutes. They had a competitive game against San Antonio. He played 38 minutes. Competitive game against Memphis, 39 minutes. When his minutes come down, like he played 32 against Boston, but that was a blowout. He played 32 against Portland. That was a blowout. He played 35 against Washington. That was a blowout. They won by 22. The games where he plays like low 30s are typically blowouts. When he plays high 30s, that's when it's a competitive game. This should be a competitive game against the Cavs. It's got a high total as well, 233.5 total. So this is a game that's projected to be higher scoring. And obviously, when you're betting on assists, you want points scored because you get assists when points are scored. Common sense there. But this is a game that does project to be higher scoring, so we should see plenty of assist opportunities for Amin Thompson here. 4.5 assists, I think, is definitely a line that he can go over, and he probably projects to go over most games. I feel like this prop should be juiced towards the over most nights. I think Amin Thompson's assist line should be 4.5 heavily juiced towards the over, or 5.5 with slight juice on the under. While we're getting it at 4.5 on Prizepicks and we don't have to lay any juice, I like taking that at 4.5. If this line does get bumped up to 5 or 5.5, probably wouldn't play it then because I think that you do lose a lot of value if it bumps like that. But yeah, 4.5, I do like the over on Amin Thompson's assist line here. Now, the next prop that we're going to take a look at is going to be a points plus rebounds. We're going to go to the Sixers game, and I like Andre Drummond for more than 23.5 points plus rebounds. So we've got Joel Embiid doubtful for the Sixers today. So once again, the Sixers are expected to be without Joel Embiid, and they're also without Adem Bona right now. Now, you might not think that Adem Bona being out really matters because, with Embiid out, it's been Drummond getting, the starting minutes at center. But without their backup, Adem Bona, they really don't have any other big men that they want to give minutes to. They've pretty much just been playing like small ball center whenever Drummond's not on the floor. I think we did see Trenton Watford got some minutes at center last game. I think they might even play Dominic Barlow a little bit at center. But it's going to be Drummond getting a large majority of the center minutes. In last game, without Embiid and without Adem Bona, Drummond played 38 minutes. You look at his last 4 games without Joel Embiid, he has started all these games. He's played 35 minutes, 33 minutes, 36 minutes, and 38 minutes. So they are really giving Andre Drummond big minutes right now, and I don't think that changes here. I think the only way his minutes get cut down is if he gets in foul trouble, which obviously we hope that doesn't happen. But Drummond's a player that when he's on the floor, he has historically been able to score and get rebounds. He's been one of the best rebounders in the league just over the last few seasons from like a per minute standpoint. Obviously, you look at like his rebounds per game. He doesn't average a ton of rebounds per game because he just doesn't play a lot of minutes. But now that he's playing more minutes, you're going to see Drummond putting up huge rebounding games. Last game against the Clippers, he had 18 rebounds and 14 points. He had 12 and 11 against Detroit, which was not a great matchup. Detroit's a tough matchup for centers. Against Boston, he had 14 and 13. Against Detroit, he had 17 and 12, did better in that matchup. But I like this matchup for him against Toronto. Toronto's historically been a pretty good matchup for centers. Jakob Poeltl, never really been an elite defender by any means. He's a guy that can definitely get beat in the paint. Toronto, I want to say last year, gave up a good amount of points in the paint. So far this season, Toronto ranks about middle of the pack in terms of points in the paint. But this should be a pretty good spot overall for Andre Drummond. He's playing big minutes right now. 38 minutes last game was great to see. Elite on the glass. That's where he gets a lot of his production. You look at this season, in only 23 minutes per game, he's averaging 16.7 rebound chances per game. You look at his last 4 games that he has started. In these last 4 games that he started without Joel Embiid, in those games, he's averaging about, I think it's like 23 rebound chances per game. I want to take a look at it. It's loading on the other monitor right now, but I'm pretty sure he's at 23.8 rebound chances per game the last 4 games. That's up there with guys like Nikola Jokic and Sabonis, like some of the best rebounders in the league. Like if you just look over that stretch, over his last 4 games where he's had that he has started and he's played big minutes, his rebound chances per game, I think, lead the league if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna take a look real quick. So he's behind Jalen Duren. So last 4 games, Jalen Duren has 25 rebound chances per game, but Andre Drummond's second in the league, 23.8 rebound chances per game. Last 4 games just goes to show you the guy's an elite rebounder when he gets minutes. He's been able to score as well. I think this is a matchup where he should be able to have success scoring and on the glass as well. And if he just continues to get the minutes that he's getting, I have a pretty good feeling he's going to go over this PR line more times than not. So we're going to roll with that as our second prop for Wednesday night. And then the last prop that I like is a PRA line. And we're going to take a look at Cooper Flagg, 24.5 PRA. Also like the over here on Cooper Flagg. So Cooper Flagg this year, he's been relatively solid. He's definitely not, I would say he's probably not lived up to the expectations that I think a lot of people have, but he seems to be kind of rounding into form, kind of settling in a little bit. He's had some better games as of late. You can just look at his game log and see, had a really good game against Milwaukee, solid game against Phoenix, down game against the Clippers, but then bounced back against Portland. Did struggle last game against Minnesota, but that was a pretty tough matchup. We know Minnesota, one of the better defensive teams in the league. They've historically been one of the better defensive teams. Now he gets to face a Knicks team that's going to be without OG Anunoby. He's out right now. Without OG Anunoby, that definitely makes their defense worse. You replace OG Anunoby with Landry Shamet, and Shamet obviously not the same level of defender that OG Anunoby is. So, and honestly, I think if OG was playing, that he would probably be the one guarding Cooper Flagg. So this matchup I think does wind up getting a lot better for Cooper Flagg. Not having with the Knicks not having OG Anunoby. And if you look at Cooper Flagg this season, he's gone over this PRA line in a large majority of his games. I think, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16, or no, 9 out of 15 games he's gone over this PRA line. And if you look at some of the games where he's gone under, one game he went under, he only played 27 minutes. Another game he went under, he only played 27 minutes. He went under against OKC, but that was a really tough matchup. He went under against Houston, really tough matchup. He went under against San Antonio when they had Wemby, and obviously with Wemby out there, it's not a great matchup. He did play 48 minutes against the Clippers and went under with 21 PRA, but every other game this year, 25 PRA or more. Should be a pretty good matchup here for Flagg going up against a Knicks team that's doesn't have OG Anunoby right now. And if you look at Flagg this year, he's one of these guys that can do everything when he's on the floor. He's obviously a guy that can score, but he rebounds the ball really well. So far this season, 11.4 rebound chances per game, which is 5th most on the team. But when you take Anthony Davis off the floor, obviously Anthony Davis is not playing right now. He's got the 4th most rebound chances per game on the team. And then if you look at potential assists, Cooper Flagg's averaging 6.8 potential assists per game, 2nd most on the team. So can score, can rebound, can get assists, can just do it all. Minutes should be solid here in a game that projects to be competitive against the Knicks. Right now, this game, I think, does have a relatively close spread. I think the matchup's pretty good here for Cooper Flagg as well. This is a line that I would bet on Cooper Flagg going over more times than not. Sure, he's going to have rough games. He's a rookie. Obviously, rookies, they're not going to go out there and just put up huge games every single game. But I think it's a good bounce back spot for Flagg after facing a really tough Minnesota defense, a really tough Minnesota team. Definitely thinks he's in a good spot to bounce back here against the Knicks team, missing one of their best defenders in OG Anunoby. So we're going to roll with that as our third and final prop for Wednesday's NBA slate, taking Cooper Flagg for more than 24.5 PRA. So this is what we got, guys, as our 3 picks for Wednesday night. It's a 9-game slate. We got 7 of the 9 games available on Prizepicks right now, so a decent amount available at the time I'm recording this video. I want to give you guys some early plays I'm liking, and then as always, we'll share more Prizepicks plays for today over on Patreon. I give those out usually in the early afternoon. Once more props get added to the board, I'll give out more plays on Patreon. If you want to check those out, as always, that's linked down below in the description. But let's try and cash out, make some money on this Wednesday slate, guys. And as always, appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.